Good day, good folks. Welcome back to the final part of This Bed We Made. Spicy things happened in the last episode. Sophie and Andrew are developing a romance. Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont, they are past lovers and they are currently most likely having an affair and most likely are planning to leave their husbands for each other and like run away together. We also learned that Marcella Cruz is an author under the pseudonym Bridget Boswell or something like that, and Eugene was not fired. I think that's about it, right? No murder has happened yet, but I do have some theories of who's gonna get murdered maybe and what's gonna go down, how, you know, like the plan. Also, Eugene is nowhere to be found. It's like he's missing or something. I don't know what happened to him, but like he's not doing his work. I'm guessing he quit maybe. Also, no more updates on the mystery guest, but we did learn that he's a movie director, I think. And yeah, okay, that's all the big bits of the story so far. Let's see what Sophia has to say.
Ringing. Sounds like the elevator doors are jammed.
Did I call her Sophia? I meant Sophie. Okay, I wonder, wait, I need to go back to room 507 because there was something I missed that I saw during editing. Is that blood? Is that murder? Oh my gosh, a murder is happening. Okay. Oh, it's not letting me. No. Okay, before we go to elevator, theory number one, okay? I have two maybe. So theory number one, I think Marcella Cruz hired Paul Morgan, aka Mr. Spade, as a hitman to, you know, kill her husband so her and Anne Beaumont can run away together finally. The letter that Anne sent to Marcella saying how like it'd be so cool if you did this in your story instead about, was it about murdering their husbands and running away together or something? I was like, maybe that is foreshadowing or something. Theory number two, Anne's abusive almost ex-husband, I think they're separated but not divorced yet. I think he might make an appearance and he's the killer and he might kill, he wants custody of the son, so will he kill Anne to get custody of the son, but then he risks going to prison and not having custody of his son? Or will he murder Marcella? Those are my two theories, but I could be totally wrong. Okay, yes. All right, let's go. Theorized. I bet I'm wrong, but like those are like clues I've pieced together that kind of make sense. Oh god. Okay. That is totally blood. Oh no. Is the body jammed onto the door? Oh my gosh, it was the body being jammed. The body was doing the jamming. It's a man that was murdered. Oh, it's Bernard. Did Eugene do this? Okay, theory number three real fast. Eugene killed Bernard because, you know, he wants the hospital for his daughter, right? The mental hospital. He wants it for his daughter because she needs it.
Mr. Cruz?
Oh, it's Mr. Cruz. It's not Bernard. I thought it was okay.
Mr. Cruz.
Theory number one still stands.
Oh god. Oh god. What happened?
Oh my god. Oh, we touched him though. Our DNA's on him. Sophie, you shouldn't have done that. Our DNA's on him. Oh god. We shouldn't do this because this is tampering with evidence, isn't it? And now our DNA is gonna be all over him. But oh well, it's a game. Let's do it.
Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him?
Update on my theory number one. Marcella Cruz hired Mr. Spade, aka Paul Morgan, to kill Mr. Cruz so Anne and her could be together, but also for life insurance policy so they have money to run away together. Or is that too obvious? Is it too obvious? It's so funny because he was an insurance guy, wasn't he? 10,000 only? Wait. His life is worth $10,000? Is that how you read this?
Marcella? Okay. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Yeah, that's too obvious, right? It can't be. Maybe my theory isn't right, but
Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions.
like, the clues do add up. If it is Marcella, the clues are do add up.
Paul? Does that mean...
See. Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting the guest's unacceptable behavior. We will look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you that we cannot divulge a guest's personal information regardless of the guest's behavior. As I am sure you understand, we are very concerned with our guest's privacy, and our staff prides itself on its discretion. Please contact us should a guest bother you again. Oh, this is because of Mr. Spade. Wait. Should I throw away evidence? But like, murder is murder, right? Because Mr. Cruz seemed like a nice guy. He wasn't the abusive one. He just wanted children, right? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't mess with those, I don't think. Yeah, I shouldn't. Why are we covering up for, you know, I don't know.
There'll be someone around who can help.
Andrew? Oh my god. What is this, a horror game? Okay, follow the blood trail. The music stopped too. Oh my gosh, can we put towels on him? Because we have towels in our pocket. Maybe we should like put towels over his dead body. This was never open before.
Hello? Is anyone in? Hello? I need help.
No, she sounds so scared.
Hello? Is anyone in?
What kind of shoes are those? They look like loafers or dress shoes, perhaps? Oh my god. This is exciting. Murder, finally. We get murder. There's somebody else in there. And there's multiple bodies. This game got so dark so fast. We're just talking about scandalous affairs and what is this?
These look like Marcella's pearls.
Oh.
What happened here?
Wait. Marcella's in the ice box. Cigarettes. A, B?
A, B.
Oh.
And Beaumont.
Because there were cigarettes in her room. Oh no, that was... I don't remember whose room. Oh my god, should we open this? There's a camera. This is Miss Spade's camera, no? Oops, let me do that. Oh god. Okay, let's open it. Can we open it?
Poor Paul.
Can't open it.
Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
Okay, February 14th. Oh, Valentine's Day. Montreal's much bigger than I expected. Big city always make me feel lonely, and that feeling was only... I know exaggerated isn't the word, but that's the only word that's coming into my head, so I'm gonna go with that. This morning, by the fact that everyone around me was speaking a language I could not understand. I bought an English/French dictionary at the train station, but I don't think I'll need it after all. English speakers seem more common in the downtown area, thank God. The hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcella enter the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today's Valentine's Day. Hector and her were gone in a flash, and I was left feeling more alone than ever, wishing Lindsay was here with me. Helping Marcella out these past weeks has been a great distraction, but it still hurts so much every time I think about him. I had hoped the pain would have gone by now. I'll probably need a double dose of melatonin tonight. I mean, to sleep tonight. Maybe Paul is jealous and acted on his own accord and decided, like, if I can't have love, no one can. And just killed him? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out, right? February 15. Today I wanted to follow Marcella and Hector out of the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I tried taking a cab, and that's when I realized I was all out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment, and the hotel was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my victory medal instead. It was hard letting it go after so many years, and yet it also felt strangely liberating. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't be holding on to the past so much. To fight boredom until Marcella and Hector's return, I started looking at the hotel staff. I heard Andrew and Beth at the reception desk discussing books and movies. They both seemed like nice people. I wish I had found the courage to join their conversation. When you look at people all day and they never look back, you start feeling invisible. I noticed that Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning the 5th floor, seems to share my interest for other people's lives. Maybe I should try talking to her.
Paul was hiding out right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night?
February 16th. Who's sneaking out of their room every night? The question has been driving me crazy since my first night at the hotel, so tonight I decided to investigate. I found a hiding spot near the ice machine with a nice view of the whole corridor. My camera's at the ready, but there's been no movement for at least 3 hours and fighting not to fall asleep. No need for Miltone tonight. I thought being a detective would be more exciting. Maybe Marcella's right. Maybe it's time I let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So, Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504.
I woke around 9:30 and I realized I had fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to go back to my room when guests from 507 came to sit on one of the chairs close by. She's been there ever since. I don't dare leave my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guests from 507 around 9:45. Apparently she told Hector she didn't love him anymore and he's now convinced she's been cheating on him. This explains why he assaulted me out of the blue yesterday evening and accused me of having an affair with his wife. The guest from 507, I learned her name is Anne, has just said she might have an idea on how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. The longer I wait, the more awkward it will be when I do come out. Maybe I should. This back here.
Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator, to help her with research for her novel.
Oh, okay, maybe not a hire hitman. I was thinking she hired him because she hired him for a job and he needed his salary in advance, and that's why she withdrew all her money so she could pay him as a hitman in advance. That's what I thought, but maybe not. Okay, November 22nd, 1957, dear Paul, I am sorry to hear you are in such a dire situation. You seem to possess a lot of useful skills, and it's a shame employers cannot see past your medical history, but don't despair. I've been writing novels for almost 8 years now. My publisher takes most of his sales revenue, but I was still able to collect a substantial sum of money over the years. Now I'd like to use that money to hire you. I'm getting tired of romance novels and am thinking of branching out into crime fiction. As a sort of research, I would like you to follow me around town and take notes of my comings and goings. I am aware this is a very unusual job, but considering you were able to track me down, I believe you will make a great private detective. Oh, okay, I see. In addition to your salary, I could cover all work-related expenses, and you would of course be the first to read the manuscript once it's finished. Sincerely, M. Oh, not Anne.
Paul really got into his role.
January 13, 1958. Dear Paul, I hope spying on me isn't proving too exhausting. You've really inspired me so far, and I already have tons of ideas. The trench coats you brought were a nice touch. You look straight out of a film noir. I also noticed you started smoking. It's probably another way for you to get into character, but maybe that's pushing it a little too far. You know best, of course, but don't pick up drinking next. At this rate, I should be able to start writing in 2 or 3 weeks. Thank you for your help again, M.
He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research.
Paul, why did you follow me to Montreal? As I already told you, I do not require your services anymore. I am starting to worry you are taking your role a bit too seriously. You're not a real detective. You have to let go. Oh. If this game turns out to be criminalizing mental health, I'm gonna feel differently at the end. I don't like that. But also it is kind of accurate for 1950s. So, I don't know. I don't know how I should feel. Wait, could I inspect that? I can't. Oh, someone just hit their head on the corner, right? There's no body actually there. Okay, so maybe Paul just went rogue. But that makes me feel like they're criminalizing mental health. I need to call Andrew, right? Andrew. Can I call? Oh, power's out. Oh, or not. Oh, something happened downstairs. There's a ghost orb. That's a ghost orb.
No answer. Andrew must be busy trying to restore the power in the lobby.
Okay, so where do I go? Do I need to do the fuses? Yes, it's my time to shine.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier.
W and J's for Wendy and Jacques. I now realize that because I'm an idiot.
I don't think there's anything here that would help me.
I think pointier? Like a nail filer, perhaps?
Might need this to restore power.
Yeah. How much this is a horror game. You always have to freaking replace the fuses in the horror game. Pointier. Do I need to go back to 505? Sorry, Mr. Cruz, but do you have anything pointy on you, perhaps, by chance? No, okay, I'm sorry to bother you.
Maybe an ice pick could pry open the fuse box.
An ice pick. Okay, so I need to go back to the ice box. Oh, maybe this?
Okay.
Yep.
This looks like something I can use to open the fuse box.
Let's go back.
I have to get the power back on.
All right. Oh, wrong one.
It's too big. That worked, thank God. Now,
A puzzle.
get the power back. Eugene, what I would give to have you with me right now.
Where are you,
Your
Eugene?
note will have to make do.
If there's a power outage, I am busy, and I'm busy preventing other part of this hotel from collapsing. Here's what to do. Check fuse box plan for require amperage of each socket. Remove all blown fuses from socket. Screw in new fuses in socket. Make sure amperage is correct. Click big lever to restore power.
How did this end up here?
What is this? Save combinations. Oh.
Not much use without the rest of the code. Unless those numbers I found in the laundry room.
Oh,
Part
yeah.
of the same combination.
Okay, so I need to go back to the laundry room at some point. 15, 20. How do I know? So we need type S. Okay, and then this one, 15, we need type A. Because it's the same as the other one. And this is type G because it's 30. Okay, I did it. Alright. Amateur, you restore power on the 5th floor. Nice.
Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby. Call the police.
But the elevator, the body is there. How do I just go in with the body? Do I take Mr. Cruz in with me? I'm gonna
Is
step.
there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back.
Anything I've forgotten?
I have to contact the police. I should be able to call from the front desk.
Can I call from here? Up here though? There's a phone here. I don't think so. Oh god. Excuse me, Mr. Cruz. I'm just gonna step over your dead body. I'm gonna pull you forward.
I'm sorry.
Oh god. I'm sorry, Mr. Cruz.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
my god, this got so dark so fast. I was in the last episode, I was like giggling because of Sophie and Andrew being all cute and romantic. And now we actually have murder. We have actual murder. Beth, Andrew. Oh my god. The power's out. Still out. Beth. Drew.
Andrew? Where is everyone?
Ding ding. Hello? Bernard, Linda, Wendy, anyone? Is there a note or something? Wait, I want to look around more. Oh, I didn't know coming in here would make me call the police.
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
Oh god. Should I be snooping now?
Is this the brochure Andrew was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne? The West Coast. That's about as far from Montreal as you can get without crossing an ocean. Why does the VIP want to meet with Paul?
Oh.
Maybe he fell for his role-playing and wants to hire him as a private investigator.
Oh, maybe. To our reception staff, disregard previous instructions. Our prestigious guest has expressed the desire to meet the guest from room 505. I cannot fathom what such an illustrious man wants from such a freak, but if you see him, please direct him towards my office. To all reception staff, I have heard some reports on the guest from room 505 and his strange behavior, following people around, spying on guests, etc. As you are all aware, we have a very prestigious guest in room 602, and I would hate for his stay at our distinguished establishment to be tarnished because of some other undesirable guests. Inform the guest in 505 that he must vacate his room as soon as possible. Invent an excuse if you have to. Also note that from now on our if you can pay, you can stay policy no longer applies. Guests who do not fit the hotel's new elevated standards should be denied a room. Thank you, Bernard, hotel manager. What? That's weird. Maybe he wants them to play something. I don't really know. Beth? Andrew? Oh, footsteps. Andrew.
Hey, you're here. I've tried restoring the power, but I think Eugene's the only one with the key to the fuse box, and
Andrew!
Sophie?
You won't
worry.
believe what I
I'll
just
find a way
saw.
to bring the lights back on. Hey, you look a bit pale. Is everything okay?
No, I just touched a dead
Mr.
body.
Cruz. Hector,
He's back? How's he taking that whole thing with his wife?
you don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Andrew.
Jesus. Maybe you need to sit down, huh?
I wouldn't know how to react to that news either. Definitely not panic and freak out. That's not good for anyone.
Did you call the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was he sick or something?
No, he was murdered.
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Jesus. Do you think it could be Paul?
Oh my god, I have to choose. This is going to determine something. Okay, at the crime scene, Mr. Cruz had in his back pocket his life insurance. But at the scene of the crime, there was Paul's journal and letters near the icebox. So maybe Marcella could be framing Paul, but Marcella doesn't seem like she would be a killer, right? Okay, well, Marcella has motive. Paul really doesn't, and like this whole game he's been painted as kind of obsessive and a little bit odd. So I don't know if the game is trying to point me and give me like good hints and obvious hints to pick up to point towards Paul, or they want me to dig deeper and connect dots and say it's someone else like Marcella. Do you think it could be, not it is? So could be as in yes, it could be Paul?
I found something on Hector that would point to that. Yes.
On Hector? You mean...
Yeah, I touched it.
You've touched the body?
I didn't... I mean... Yes. Kind of.
Okay. Not a great idea, but... we'll figure something out. Just maybe don't mention that to the police,
They're gonna find our DNA
what
on
did you
him.
find?
I found out Hector was trying to get some information on Paul. Plus, we know they fought yesterday. So maybe there was another altercation and Jacques wasn't there to intervene this time.
Yeah, maybe it's an accident. Maybe Paul freaked out and fled the scene. He may have spent some time in a psychiatric hospital, but that doesn't mean he's some dangerous psychopath.
This is true. I understand. What do you mean sounds like we're gonna be more thorough with questions? And I understand sounds like, oh yeah, we don't need to talk about this anymore, and that cuts the dialogue short. I understand.
I think I know what you mean. It would be so easy for newspapers to turn this into a cautionary tale on the dangers of crazy
Yeah, and then the
people.
hospital will not be
Exactly.
built.
And it would give Bernard and
Yeah,
his pals
exactly.
all the ammunition they need to fight the construction of the new hospital. Those places, they have a bad rep, but the good ones,
Yeah.
they can really help people.
But wait, how do you know about Paul's mental illness? I don't remember mentioning it
Andrew,
to
don't
you.
tell me you're in on it.
Look, I really should have told you before. It's just, you know how I said I studied to become a priest, but never took my orders? That's because I felt so lost. I couldn't enjoy the things I used to like. I could barely get myself out of bed. So I ended up going to a psychiatric hospital.
The same one as Paul, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. The doctors, they helped me get back on my feet. But when I returned to my hometown, it was like I had become a complete stranger. My mother kept telling me I was making it worse in my head, but I swear, people were changing sidewalks when they saw me, looking at me as if I was this dangerous creature.
But you're
all of a
not,
sudden.
Andrew. You're not.
That's why I didn't tell you. I was afraid you'd look at me like they did.
No.
I'm sorry.
Never. Don't be sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. I understand.
You do?
Yeah, my mom has mental illness too. I'd rather not talk about it. These are two options are kind of weird, but I guess she's trying to relate to him to make him feel like it's okay with him sharing something so vulnerable because she understands, right? I'm gonna say this.
You know how I tell everyone that my mom's sick, bedridden? Well, it's true, but I always leave out the part about her illness not being physical. I'm ashamed of the truth. So even though I don't know exactly what you went through, I can understand.
Thank you for telling me. I know it's not an easy thing to talk about, but if you ever want to talk about your mom, I'm here.
Oh,
They're here.
the police.
Promise me you'll be careful with the information you share.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna make me choose what to disclose and what not to, and it's gonna affect the ending, I think. But yeah, I love the darker and deeper, like, issues that are portrayed in games like this. Or like when games portray deeper issues. I do like that, but I know it's very heavy. And a lot of people don't sign
Miss
up
Roy?
for that when watching like gameplays and stuff, so.
Miss Roy. Miss Roy.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor.
Wait,
And that's when...
how does someone leave though?
That's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring.
How does someone leave?
Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
I'm not sure. Malfunction probably. Mr. Cruz's body was blocking the door. Oh, I forgot what this means. I'm lying, right? Are we trying to cover up the murder so possibly Paul doesn't go to prison and then the story gets spun that, you know, crazy guy that was in a psychiatric hospital, you know, is the killer. They're all killers like that? Or, oh, this isn't good. We can say that his body was blocking the door because they know someone's been murdered, right? But not say how.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that
Oh.
close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I
Oh,
had
I
no
forgot.
choice but to
I
move the
forgot we
body.
moved the body. Oh,
Just
my
to-
bad. I forgot. I
Ah,
forgot.
So that explains the traces we found.
Okay, never
Thank
mind.
you for clearing that up.
That's good. That's good.
So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
Okay, lie again. It wasn't locked. It's a nice pick. Should we lie here? Maybe we just forgot. Be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. Like this is so traumatic. I'm gonna lie.
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But the box wasn't locked.
Isn't that unusual?
Well, maybe Eugene forgot to lock it last time he used it.
Or maybe someone tampered with it.
Oh.
Did you go near the ice machine at any point
Oh God.
today?
No,
No.
never.
Are you sure?
Oh God.
Yes,
Maybe I
I
did
am.
bad. Am I
What
supposed to
shoe
lie?
size do you wear?
Shoe size?
Oh, they're blaming me.
7. Why?
Well, we found size 7 footprints near the ice machine. I just thought they might be yours.
Oh. But that's not an uncommon shoe size, though.
I'm a 7.
Is it?
No. No, it's not. So, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
I don't. Nope.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
They're framing me?
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I've been snooping around. It's just an assumption. Oh, maybe I shouldn't lie about the ice pick. I'm a lie. I'm a lie.
I just
Blood,
assumed.
right? Yeah.
What with all the blood?
That's
I'm afraid I don't believe that, Miss Roy. It's more than an assumption, isn't it?
I'm not sure I understand what you...
I know you like going through your guests' personal belongings.
You found
We
photos?
found pictures
Oh
of
my
you
gosh, I was
snooping
taking the
around.
photos.
Now,
Oh my
unless you want me
God.
to arrest you
I
for
thought I was-
violating your guests' privacy, I suggest you tell me everything you know.
All right.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest
so
named
stupid.
Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
Oh my God, I doomed myself, didn't I? I doomed myself because I thought, don't mess with people's stuff because then they know that we've been snooping. I was trying to be all like you know, stealthy with it, but I should have just cleaned everyone's room. Oh my god, I doomed us from the start, guys. I doomed us from the start. Now I feel like I have to carry on with the lies. This is so tough. Why did they make this game so tough all of a sudden? I didn't get rid of the evidence or the letters, so they already know. But if I say Paul spent some time in a psychiatric hospital, I could be like, well, Andrew was there and he told me, that's how I know. I'm gonna put in some truth.
He spent some time in a psychiatric hospital after the war. That's when he got into Mrs. Cruz's novels. And they really helped him.
Yes, I already know about his time in a madhouse.
Oh, so here he
They
knows.
called the place and they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
Well, no, we
No.
never met.
I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
no.
No.
Nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines.
She's so
and-
cute.
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off
No,
the
no, no.
streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent
No.
or aggressive?
Take a stand. Take a stand as in, I don't know if taking a stand means like standing up for people with mental illness and be like, no, they're not monsters. They are just like me and you. But that would just make him more angry. We don't want that, do we? I want to take a stand. I want to be like, you're the monster. But I think it's smarter to deny at this moment. Like, maybe he's trying to rile us up, right? So we should show that we're calm and collected, right? Deny it.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, I'm sure you are. But we're not quite done yet.
We don't
Miss
want to lose
Roy.
our, like, cool.
The victim's wife, Marcella Cruz.
Oh, we don't know.
Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
I don't know anything about her. It might be like Marcella hired Paul to get rid of her husband for her. So I think maybe that's what they're trying to spin. And since Paul is crazy, you know, in quotation marks, crazy enough, you know, he would do it. So I'm just gonna lie and be like, I don't know anything about her.
I don't know much. Only that she looks like a loving, caring wife.
Really? That's odd, because we learned a lot about Mrs. Cruz when we went
No,
through the
I
room.
should-
And let's just say that loving, caring wife are not the first words that would come to mind.
Oh?
She's a lesbian, involved in some
Why'd you say it like
sordid
that?
affair with the guest from room 507, Mrs. Beaumont.
Okay, well, maybe I didn't snoop.
Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
Immoral?
What do you mean?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, you know,
Why can't
intimate.
this guy
No.
get murdered
I
instead?
haven't- No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
Nope, never. Take a stand. No, don't get, just deny.
No, I didn't hear any of that.
I'm sorry, Miss Roy, but I just don't believe you. I think you know more than you've let on.
I've doomed us. Why didn't I just
Can I
clean the
please
rooms?
leave?
You can. But you'd better stay in town. I'm sure I'll have more questions for you very soon.
I should just clean the room. I overthought it, like always. I should have been like, yeah, that's my job. Just clean the rooms. I got the bad ending. Oh no, did I get the bad ending? Oh, I feel so bad. I wanted the good ending.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough. The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to? Let's go see what Bernard wants.
Oh my gosh. We all float down here. Once again. I'm not. What's his office
It'll
again?
probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
Guys, I'm sorry. I goofed. I should have cleaned the
I'll
rooms.
go empty my locker.
Andrew!
And
Hey,
Are you okay?
No, you're fired?
I've just been fired.
Why?
What? No,
It's okay. I just need some time to process it. I'll be on the mezzanine if you want to join me afterwards.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
What? Why? Did I do something? Oh, because the hospital. Oh, I understand.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in.
I'll speak on this afterwards. If he doesn't say. I think I know.
I suppose you know why you're here?
Actually, not really.
I'm not sure, actually. Your phone call was a bit vague.
Yes, well, I prefer to have this conversation
We're
in
getting
person.
fired because
We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job.
Oh my god.
It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough.
Bernard and Linda are perfect for
Forgets
each other.
of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
Yeah, I'm great at
I
my
take
job.
my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
I don't want to
Thank
work under you though.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor.
Oh my
I want
God.
you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
Fire us then. Fire us.
You can't fire me.
I don't want to
Because-
work under you.
Because
you
I
suck.
quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same
Me
to
and
me.
Andrew are
Just
gonna
make
open
sure
up
to
a cute
empty your
cafe
locker
together.
before the end of the month. That'll be all.
Stupid. Andrew, I just quit. Let's go open up a cafe together or something. Something cute. A book cafe. Oh my god, that'd be perfect.
Hey,
Hey,
what a week.
you don't say. So what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
Yep.
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I'm flattered, but that really wasn't necessary.
I think it's for the best.
Yeah.
Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Well, I told him about my time at the psychiatric hospital.
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Really?
Yeah. He said that didn't fit with the hotel standards and showed me the door.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I know you'll bounce back. Thanks for you. I know you'll
Well,
bounce back.
I'm not one bit worried about you. I know you'll be just fine.
Yeah. Hopefully I will be.
You will be.
Think of all the good times you'll have away from Bernard.
Max.
It's funny you should say that, because I was actually thinking I'd like being my own boss.
Yes.
I've had this dream for a while of
Oh my
maybe
god.
opening a bookstore.
So cute. Yes.
I can't say
Hire
I'm
me.
Surprised.
It just makes so much sense. I'd be able to combine the two things I love most, reading books and helping people.
Andrew is the cutest.
Granted, helping people find books is a far cry from helping them find God, but
My mom likes to say there's no job too small. Plus, just by the way you're talking about it, it's obvious it'd make you happy. And that's what really matters, I think.
Make sure to
Yeah.
stock up on gossip
right.
magazines for Sophie.
thank you. I'm really glad I have you in my life.
Me too.
Oh, kiss? Oh my gosh, right now in the hotel where someone just got murdered, I've been thinking about mental illness. What do you think would happen to our guests? Can I kiss you? Like, should we kiss right now? Is it appropriate? It might not be, but like, romance, come on now. Who can say no to romance?
Can I
Kiss me?
Yes.
Please do.
Aww.
That was...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now, yeah. Kiss, kiss, kiss. We kissed, so if this was Beth, could we have romance Beth? I've been thinking about mental illness. What do you think will happen to our
What do you
guests?
think will happen to them?
Who?
Sorry, my mind wanders sometimes. I meant Paul, Anne, and Marcella. Do you think
Oh,
they'll be released?
they're being held right now.
What do you think?
I don't know. I wish they'd get a happy ending, but I'm not sure it's that kind of story.
I'd like to believe it is. I think Paul becomes a famed photographer. He gets his own studio and decorates it like a hotel bathroom. As for Anne and Marcella, they move in together. But they keep leaving each other notes in the vents. You know, for old time's sake.
I like it. Maybe you should write that.
Maybe I will.
Mr. Cruzen didn't deserve to die though, you know? So I feel like Paul should, you know, go to jail if he was, go to prison if he was the murderer. You know, because he did kill someone and you can't just do that all free willy-nilly, you know? That's not okay. Is that the end of the game? See what happens, I guess. 3 conspirators charged. Oh, all of them were charged. All of them? All of them were charged, but only one of them should have been. We goofed. I messed up. I got all of them put to prison. This ain't cool. Lindsay Franklin. Aww. Oh no, Michael. Oh no, Michael. What Mr. Beaumont, whatever his real name is, gets custody of Michael and he's abusive. Oh, no, I did so bad. I got the bad ending, guys. I got us the bad ending. I am not okay. I did so bad. And the mental hospital is not gonna be built. I really got the bad ending. I tried so hard. Sophie's choice. You chose to stand up to Bernard and quit, but now you have no... Oh, I have no job. Oh, well, that ends well. You complete the game. Oh, hey, well, that's cute, though. Wow, okay. So that was the bad ending. I think I'm gonna reload the save right before we move the dead body and pick up everything in all the rooms and see what happens. But yeah, let me do that real fast and then maybe then I'll wrap up my final thoughts of the game, right? Hey guys, it's Editing Medusa here. After playing through the game and seeing some of the footage during editing, I do not think it's Paul. I do not think he is the murderer. I think he's just a scapegoat because he has his history with the psychiatric hospital. I think it's just easy to pin the murder on him. I do not think it's him. I also do not think it's a team effort. So I actually played a bit more and got like a variant of the ending I got that you guys just saw. Pretty much I was able to save Marcella and Anne, but also end up going to prison. And he was still kind of labeled as like crazy psychiatric patient becomes murderer thing. I'm gonna replace that clip with this clip. I googled if there was a true killer to this series because I was very curious. And turns out there is, and we didn't get it right. So I think you guys deserve to know the true ending and who the true killer was. I kind of think it's a little bit cheap how they did it, but maybe not. Maybe it's genius and I'm just too stupid to realize. But I do think it's kind of cheap. But I'll show you guys. This is important. So room 509. We need to go to room 509 to open this safe. So the combination... The first three number is 234, and then we found a note in the laundry room in the last episode that said 216 or something, and I was like, 216? Do we need to go to room 216? Whatever I said. Actually, it's the rest of the code number, so. But yeah, it is, right? So, this clue right here will tell us who the real killer is, so. Here we go. You ruined my life, you fucking moron. I lost my house, my family, everything, and now you refuse to pay the money you owe me? For years, I gave you my hard-earned money. It was all for nothing? I hope you and your all-American burn in hell, SW. So women and 3 children killed in the house fire. The Williams house, located on 32 2nd Street, is a total loss. 4 members of the family died in a residential fire last night. According to police and firefighters, flames were seen coming from the 2-story house by a neighbor at around 3 a.m. It took firefighters about 1 hour to extinguish the blaze. The bodies of a woman and 3 children were found in the house. Police identified the victims as Meredith Williams, 32, and her children Thomas, 12. Oh, they're so young. David, 9, and Sarah, 6. Samuel Williams, SW, the husband, managed to escape the house unarmed. Yes, so.
The bodies of a woman and 3 children. 3 children.
And his room was the very first one we cleaned, I'm pretty sure. Or the second one. Yeah, since the beginning, we have been getting clues. Like, remember the mug I picked up? Best dad? Yeah. And the 3 teddy bears? That symbolizes his children, and one of them is burnt. And then there's like other notes in his room. Fire in life. You open the safe in 509 and made some. Okay, whatever. So yeah, and I don't know if it's like a cheap way for them to be like, oh yeah, there's a murder in this game, and here's the killer. You should have known from the start because we've been planting the clues since the beginning of the game that you played. But like, I didn't play this game like back to back. Sometimes there's like a couple to a few weeks between when I play this game, so I kind of forgot some clues. Good thing I didn't clean the notes, because now we can like read them. Like he was in debt, right, and stuff. And then what's this one? So he was SW was one of Mr. Cruz's, you call him client, but he didn't get any money from the house insurance, so he's just mad and angry. SW is upset because obviously he lost his family, he lost his wife, he lost his kids and his house, and he has been paying insurance since, I don't know, beginning of time, and he gets nothing from the insurance, so he's a little bit angry, you know, and so he thought murder was the best option, and so that is what he did. He murdered Mr. Cruz, and I'm guessing he planted evidence to point fingers towards Marcella and maybe Anne and maybe Paul. I don't know how he got people's personal belongings to like plant evidence near the icebox, because like there is Paul's journal there, Marcella's like necklace and cigarettes. So is it cheap that they did this, or is it smart that they did? I don't know. It just seems like we've been through such a journey with figuring out who Marcella is, who Paul really is, and Anne, who they, you know, how they're all connected, and all of a sudden it's just some guy from the beginning that we cleaned his room but we never met or anything, and he's the killer, you know. Anyways, so now to get like the true ending where everything's happy and rosy, we have to clean up all the rooms, discard all the evidence, and make sure we close all suitcases and boxes that we have opened. So I'm gonna do that. I'll get us back to the interrogation, and we'll see some happy endings. So do I think it could be Paul? I'm going to say no. Maybe that'll change something.
What about Anne and Marcella? Their affair is a pretty good
Wait,
motive.
no.
I also found a letter from one of Hector's customers.
I don't think it's
He seemed really angry. I guess it could be him as well.
The police will want to ask you a lot of questions. You may want to be careful about what you tell them. With Paul's history of mental illness, there's a good chance they'll suspect him even if he didn't do it.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy?
All right, here we go.
Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
Right.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's
See what
death.
changes.
Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I think. Okay, so we're gonna tell the truth
Well,
again.
Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
And we're going to tell the truth again. I used an ice pick.
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
What did you see?
There was...
Did you touch?
Uh-oh. I might have touched a few things. Yes.
I might have touched a few
Why so many What makes you so sure it was murder?
Mr. Cruz received some death threats. This is new. Mr. Cruz received some death threats.
I know about Mr. Cruz's angry customer. The one who sent him death threats.
Oh, yes, we found those. But the customer in question lives back in Texas, so there's no way he could have killed Mr. Cruz.
Actually, I think he may be staying at the hotel.
Have you encountered him?
No. In room 504, there's a guest who seems to be traveling alone. Yet, he has these 3 teddy bears in his room. Mr. Cruz's customer lost his 3 children in a fire, and these bears are slightly burnt. So...
An interesting deduction. I'll look into that. But how do you even know about the death threats?
Mr. Cruz told me? Mr. Cruz told me, yes.
Mr. Cruz told me the other day.
Really? Was he in the habit of talking about his personal life with hotel
How they gonna
maids?
know? He's dead.
I really can't say what his habits were, but he seemed to like me.
Then maybe you'll be able to answer 1 or 2 of my questions.
I'll do my best.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
Uh-oh. I don't know anything about him.
I don't really
We
know
don't know
anything
anything
about
about
him.
him.
He seems nice, though.
You wouldn't be trying to protect him, would you, Miss Roy? Because that could land you in jail.
No, I'm not.
Let's try something else then.
Oh,
The
God.
victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
I don't know anything about her.
I don't know much. Only that she looks like a loving, caring wife.
Does she? It's very odd.
Is it odd?
Both Mr. Spade and Mrs. Cruz are prime suspects in this case, and yet we have very little evidence on either of them. It's almost as if someone has cleaned up after
Oh
them.
my gosh, am I gonna get thrown in jail?
I really hope I'm wrong, though, because if I'm right, that would be obstruction of justice, and the people, or person, responsible could face very serious consequences. But hey, I guess we'll know soon enough.
Did I not supposed to clean things? I thought I was supposed to clean everything. I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. Maybe we won't get... I hope we get all happy endings and we get the true killer caught.
Bernard sounded really dejected on the phone. Time to see what that's about, I guess.
Oh, right. Come in. So, I suppose you know why you're here?
Let's try. Is this about the murder?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well,
Yeah, and there's all new dialogue we haven't seen yet.
as you may be aware, the hotel's reputation has taken a solid hit.
I'm glad.
We've been mocked and ridiculed by the papers. It's truly humiliating. And that's not even the worst of it. With a story like this, Guests may not flood through our doors again for a very long time. If ever, I may have no choice but to sell the hotel.
Good.
Just years of arduous work gone down the drain. Anyway, it's clear now that we're going to have to tighten our belts for at least a couple of months, which means cutting off dead weight.
I suppose I'm the dead weight.
Yes.
Excuse
well,
me?
not you specifically, but some of your colleagues certainly are. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
Can't fire me because I quit.
You can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
I've been thinking about mental illness.
I've been thinking about Paul a lot.
Oh, really? Should I be jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what he went through. And you as well. How you've been ashamed of something you have no control over. How I've been ashamed of my own mother. I don't want to be ashamed of her anymore. And I don't want to be ashamed of you.
Well, then let's be shameless together.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it may be hard at first, but I have a feeling a wind of change is about to blow. One day, struggling with your own mind won't be any more shameful than having chickenpox.
Yeah, that's
I
right,
really
Andrew.
hope that's true.
It will be. Hey, it's that detective. What's he doing here?
Let's not make a scene, all right?
A scene? What's going on?
Andrew, it's okay.
I warned you where obstruction of justice would get you, Miss Roy. So here we are.
Oh.
You're under arrest.
Are you kidding me?
What?
I'm getting arrested?
This is nonsense.
I
What are you
can't do
doing?
anything right.
You can't just... You can't... They can't just...
Oh my god, what did I do wrong? No, I thought I was gonna get the good ending. Ugh. The real Crow? Thanks to your actions. Oh. Oh, okay, what? So I got... But why am I in jail? Nothing. Thanks to your actions, Paul avoided prison. Nice. Okay, but Sophia's... Was that supposed to happen? Oh, this is different. This is happy. So I didn't get the perfect ending because Sophie's in prison. This is new too. Very cute. So cute. Do I get released? Bye-bye, Bernard. With no deviants to blame for his failure, Bernard gave the hotel up. Yay! Okay, this is good. This is awesome. So we got the new hospital as well. Aw, the best. You tamper with evidence, got caught, and end up prison. How did I get caught? So I got everything perfect but the last thing? No way! Instead of like our little cafe bookstore, he's... I did something. This is so written in the books for me. this is my second time replaying the endings to get a different ending, and yeah, so I'm not gonna do it again. We almost got everything perfect. Somehow Sophie ended up going to jail. I don't know what happened. What did I do different? Did I touch something I shouldn't have? Did I clean something? Oh, maybe I picked up something I shouldn't have picked up. All right, back to the past with my ending thoughts. It was very fun. I loved the game. It was very fun snooping around, uncovering secrets, and the cleaning. I definitely should have cleaned everything and make sure everything was in order. No suitcases were open. My bad. I overthought it again. I have to stop doing that, but I can't control it. I overthink everything. Organically, we got the bad ending. I think the only good outcome, we got together with Andrew at the end, but everything else was bad. But yeah, there's so many ways you can go with that game. I don't know what happens if we stay working at the Clarendon Hotel. There's a whole arc with Beth as well in this game. So, but yeah, I had a great time. It got really dark really fast. Exactly what we wanted, right? We wanted murder, and it happened. Our action and choices really did matter. Awesome game. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining me again on this one. That is it for this game. And I hope you guys have a good week. As always, thank you guys for watching. Till next time. Bye!